Welcome to the Gigantic Spotlights patch overview for build 154481. This video contains the most important changes, including changes to the map, the focus and power gain, and the heroes of course. So let's not waste any more time, here we go. Each enemy you kill and periodically for each empty summoning circle during clash, power orbs will spawn. If you collect them by getting close to them, you will gain some power for your guardian and some focus stacks. Shields now have visual effects to show that it currently exists. Destructed terrain during rampages at the clash won't kill you anymore, but you will still take a lot of damage. Power does now scale with the enemy hero's level. Your guardian gains 5 power plus 1 for each level. Guardians will no longer gain power if no enemies are nearby. Instead, they'll be even more active in defending their territory. Power orbs which you collect give your guardian 1 or 2 power. Power orbs collected from summoning circles during clash will give them a whopping 12 power boost. 2 new creatures joined the battleground. The Autumn Bloomer costs 2 focus and grants a 4-second lasting stealth power up in its center every 30 seconds. The Yeti Cyclops costs 3 focus and creates a frozen area at the second entrance, damaging and slowing enemies. Bloomers can now fire projectiles to heal allies for a small amount during fight. Additionally, they can channel a healing beam for massive healing within a short time. Cerberus are now more mobile in fights, and you even have a dash attack to set targets on fire. Drakes received new animations, and Cyclopses will spawn and despawn wards less frequently, and their melee attacks will be harder to dodge. Aisling has received a lot of changes. Her right LMB upgrade now replaces melee attacks with projectiles completely. The RMB skill has got a very short cooldown of 3 seconds, but it can only be used for Cercader's replacement. The upgrades will either buff Cercader himself, or he gains an auras to support allies which are close to him. Q now interrupts instead of slowing the enemies. You can upgrade the skill to apply even more CC, including slows, stuns and weakness. The Spectral Armor upgrade now grants only 20 bonus armor, down from 40. On tapping E, you will either summon Cercader or refresh his shield if he is summoned already. If you hold E, you unsummon him instead, giving yourself a damage and armor buff which lasts 4 seconds. There are also some upgrade changes. Shielding Presence grants a 300 health shield instead of armor, Swift Return will regen 10 stamina, and the invisibility of Ephemeral Sprint now lasts for up to 5 seconds. Aisling's focus now summons Cercader in front of you if he is not on the battlefield yet. Her level 3 talents have been changed to either reduce your E cooldown by 25% or to lower the cooldown and raise the distance of your Q. Griselma's LMB is now a beam attack, similar to Xenobia over Darcy. The Touch of Master upgrade damage boost has been decreased to 25% from 50%. Portal Beasts do now deal less damage, and the Bestial Attunement upgrade buffs to armor and damage have been lowered to 15% from 25%, lasting only 3 seconds instead of 6. The cooldown of the Q skill has been reduced to 7 seconds, down from 12, and the Quick Charge upgrade now fully heals the beast. HK's right RMB upgrade tree has been updated to replace his railgun with a mid-range cannon, dazing enemies for 1 second on hit. Further upgrades either increase the duration to 2 seconds, or, if fortified, give your shots a navy daze. Mozu's RMB will only interrupt targets if you hit the spell at the beginning. A new level 3 talent heavily increases the range of her E Dimension Door. Imani's RMB upgrade tree has been slightly modified. Snapshot has changed plates with Deft Hand, and Combat Sniper now grants 15 armor instead of 10. Her level 3 E talent has been replaced by a new RMB talent, allowing her to scope without recoil. Xenobia's RMB homing arc has been drastically reduced from 360 degrees down to 80 degrees. The Margrave's LMB counter upgrade now grants an 80 armor benefit once every 3 seconds. His Q charge now pushes other heroes forward if you bump them. In addition, if you run the upgrade Russian attack, they will also get hit by the second Q activation. If you get interrupted before using your E, the cooldown will only be half as long. Trip's LMB damage has been slightly reduced. The combo has been shortened while the pause at the end of the combo has been increased. The 8% damage bonus from Power Surge now only applies if you hit the target in the back or the side. Woden's right Q upgrades Alternate Route and Erase Away have swapped tiers. The invisibility of Leave No Trace will trigger on activation and if you swap the place with a decoy. The healing spring created by your decoy does not grant a super jump anymore. Tidus Q does no longer slow enemies on hit. The focus gain has also been decreased to 1 focus on hit down from 2. If you interrupt your Q early, you will gain a reduced cooldown and some stamina. Fang's base damage has been increased from 50 to 100, applying the damage in a longer duration of 6 seconds up from 5. Your E has to be directly aimed now, since the homing arc of Fang has been reduced to 80 degrees. The damage on Tidus' focus ability has been reduced. After casting this spell, you won't be able to move or cast other abilities for 0.3 seconds. The damage on Wu's LMB upgrade Flowing Fist has been reduced to 150 down from 185, and the Rupture Bleed damage has been reduced to 90 damage over 3 seconds from 160 damage over 4 seconds. Wu's RMB base damage has been reduced by 50 and the left tree has been reworked. Burst the Dam Swap tier with Splashdown, and the new tier 2 upgrade called Dawn with Authority will deal 150 extra damage to bleeding or poisoned enemies on reactivation. Tongue Lashing's damage has been increased to 110 up from 95. The Barbed Tongue does now only deal double damage instead of triple damage, and the damage of Poison Tongue has been decreased to 25 damage per second, down from 60. Please note that this have only been the most important changes. Things like bug fixes or minor changes have not been shown. You can read the full patch notes at the beta forums. Thank you for watching the Gigantic Spotlights patch overview for build 154481. Have fun and see you on the airship!